Hello everybody, welcome to another Working Boots production video. This is my first experience replacing the transaxle fluid and filters on my Ariens IKON XL 60. The manual makes it look pretty simple, but once you get underneath here you find that it's a tight space, difficult to get your hand in there. So right here I'm loosening the drain plug at the top of the right side transaxle. I've already done the left side at this point. Thought I would record the right side to show you how I did it. So I loosened up the plug and squeezed my hand in there to take it out the rest of the way. Got a drain pan underneath the transaxle to catch the fluid, because some will come out. You can see it draining out back there. Okay. So then there are protective covers protecting the filters. That's the left side. I've already taken the right side off, so I thought I'd show you the left side. There's two bolts holding that cover on. And there's with the cover off. And this filter, both filters were pretty difficult to get off. I guess they were installed at the factory. I've only got 100 hours on this mower. But yeah, they were, I did end up getting the left side off okay, but this right side, I couldn't do it by hand. I couldn't do it with an oil filter wrench. I ended up taking the wheel and tire off to get better access to it, to get it off of there. You see, I was fighting with it for a while. And finally gave up and took the wheel and tire off, which was pretty simple, just four wheel nuts. So there it is. I finally got it loose, draining the transaxle. The filter, the new filter I'm going to put on. Putting a little bit of clean fluid on here to put on the rubber seal. You always want to put a thin film of oil on the seal of an oil filter. Give you a really good seal. All right, now I'm going to use a transfer pump. By the way, I'll leave a link below for the transfer pump that I used. You want one for a low oil viscosity. This one worked pretty well. Got, I think it was a 5 gallon, or a 5 quart container of fluid that I'm pumping out of into the transaxle. This actually took quite a while to do it this way. Not sure if there's a better way to do it, but this is how I did it, and it did work. I'm going to say it probably took 10 minutes to get that thing, maybe even 15 minutes to get it filled up with fluid, just by pumping it. So I finished it up, replaced the plug. I'm putting the protective cover back on. You see my reservoirs are empty. So I'm going to go ahead and fill those to the cold level. Since I still had the transfer pump in the container of oil, I just used that to put some into the reservoirs. Alright, and move to the other side and do the same thing. You can see the dirty oil up in the oil drain pan in the corner there. This was after 100 hours. You're supposed to replace it after 75 hours. Then again at 400 hours. And I just didn't have the time to do it until now. So here, I'm gonna put it in gear, and I've got it jacked up, tires off the ground. Actually putting it into neutral here, pulling these levers out. I'm going to start it up, and you roll forward and reverse. This is actually sped up a little bit, so it looks like I'm doing it pretty fast, but it was much slower than this really. Move forward and reverse about 5 or 6 times. To get the fluid in there, fill up the filters and all that good stuff. And this also purges the air out of the system. So now we're going to take the transaxles out of neutral, basically put them back into gear. Push the lever back in, and on the other side, and we're going to go through that process again. Pretty much done here. You're going to top off the reservoirs. Make sure they're at the, I think still the cold point. Bring it down on level ground, top off the reservoirs. You'll want to check the fluid level in your reservoirs after mowing your lawn again. That's about it. This was a time-consuming job, but I wouldn't say it was too difficult. Just took a while. Feel free to comment and let me know how your experience was and what kind of mower you're working on. That about covers it. Check the links below for the products and tools used in this video. And thank you so much for watching.